Hello. So in this video, we are going to see how to install Apache Kafka Helm chart on your system. As a prerequisite of this video, you need to have a Docker desktop application installed on your system. Then you need to have this Kubernetes enabled on your system. So basically, you will have a Kubernetes cluster running on your local machine. And the third prerequisite maybe will to have the Helm installed on your system. So when you run the Helm, it should show you like all options available with Helm tool. Jumping to the first step, it says that you need to install this chart, which is basically going to install the chart which is hosted on this repository to your system. Let's see the output of this command. Yeah. So it basically now, if we see the chart is installed in your system, which is currently deployed. If you want to see what all changes it has done. Okay. Now the third one, K9s, is something which I'm using to view various objects which is deployed on my Kubernetes cluster. So this is one pod from previous. Let me just delete it. As you can see here, example, if I want to see what are stateful sets which is deployed, then as part of this stateful set, the three pods which is deployed are already running. We can go press the L button and see the logs of it, etc., etc. So that's what we mean when we say that Helm chart is successfully installed on our system. We will go through this documentation which came out as soon as we installed the Helm chart. Yeah, I copied that text here. So it has clear instructions of how you can create your clients, how you can configure your clients to send or receive message from this Kafka cluster which we just spawn. Now, as a first step, okay, we need to basically have this file ready called client.properties with the content something like this. Okay, to perform this step, let's see step by step. Okay, uh, here the security protocol is SASL plain text. Mechanism is basically this configuration is specifying with which protocol your client should request authentication to your brokers. So, example, if you are sending any messages from producer needs to get identified himself. Like, okay, the messages are coming from authentic source or not. For this, this documentation is saying us to create this client.properties. Now, the one issue which I have discovered with the latest, the current version of this chart is, which the current version is, yeah, the current version of this chart is 31.3.1. So the issue which I have discovered with this is that uh, on the server side, okay, yeah. So I was talking about the issue with current version of system. So although on server side in the configuration, we can see that our clients should use a plain text authentication mechanism to send the request, but still in the prompt which came just after when we installed it. It says that here the mechanism should be this SHA mechanism, which is something off. So instead of this, the client.properties file should look like this. It should look like this. The main difference being that here the mechanism should be plain, and it should be SSL plain text. So I'm going to modify the output from prompt to this. Okay. Now let's copy this. Um, and the content of whatever we have pasted should get saved in client, and also if we see client dot properties now, it should have the latest content. Okay. Looking at next step, it says that you need another pod um, which is basically this pod from this image, which is nothing but something related to Kafka client. So let's pin it. Now, if you see your list of containers here, you should see this. Now, on this pod, you need that client.properties file to be copied, and here are instructions for it. So in our case, this is residing in current directory. So let's modify it and let's copy it. Done. It means that on this pod, if you go, you should have the client.properties file somewhere. Cat 10 client.properties. Okay, so the file is copied. Now let's follow. If you exec onto the path which we already did, we need to run this command. Okay, so this is your producer, and on another terminal, let's log in into that pod again, and let's start a consumer. Okay, so basically on this terminal we have started producer, on this terminal we have started consumer. So any messages which we are going to type here are going to get consumed here. This is a quick introduction, and one challenges which I have faced while installing this chart on my local system Kubernetes cluster. So this is a quick introduction about it. Thank you.